Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new episode. If you are new here, hi, I'm Madison. I work in the Akashic Records, which is like your soul's library or a place where you would have connected with your spirit guides before you came into this life to kind of come up with a plan for what your soul mission is. I also do energy healing through Reiki, and I'm in the process of learning quantum healing. So that's my annoyingly long intro. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to talk about Grabovoi codes. And Grabovoi codes are something that are pretty new to me, but they're something that I found a few different ways to work with. And some of this I picked up from working with quantum codes, and some of this I picked up just because I wanted to learn more about working with numbers, quantum codes, what they do, how they work, and that kind of just naturally led me here. So I'm going to share with you guys everything that I've learned, and I'm also going to give you 5 different rituals that you can do to use these codes to bring in your own abundance. So I got really into manifestation a few years ago whenever I realized that we create our own reality, and if I don't like the reality I'm living in, it's my responsibility to change it and fix it and create a new one, right? So through that, I've come across a lot of different manifestation techniques, and I have found that most manifestation techniques that are rooted in some form of energy focus, in terms of like vibrational energy or some sort of code focused, tend to be the most effective. So, Grabovoi codes come from a Russian gentleman whose last name was Grabovoi, and he studied electromagnetic connection, specifically how everything is energy and everything has its own frequency, including numerical codes, including geometric shapes and figures. And he also did a little bit in kind of connecting the world of like sacred geometry to like a vibrational or frequency state, right? So there are a couple different ways that you can work with these codes. And so we are going to today work with a code that is for unexpected money coming in. So if you are in a space where you're like, I need some unexpected money coming in, this is perfect. I also love working with this code because so often we get caught up in the how. Like we have these big dreams or visions and we're like, I don't understand how I'm gonna get from here to where I need to be. This is the perfect way to just like practice letting the universe take care of you, because this code you're doing with the intention of the universe is taking care of me. They're bringing me unexpected abundance. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't care, but it's going to be fun to find out. That's the energy we want to bring into this. So first way is you can take this code and you can write this code on something you would drink your water out of. And as you're kind of pouring in the water, you're just going to say, abundance is my natural state. And so today, the code that we are going to be working with, this is the code I was working with the other day. And today, the code we're going to be working with, if you want to write this down, it is going to be 520741-8. There we go. So this code we are going to get rid of, and that code we are going to get some Brita filtered water after this and drink the water, and just in the space of drinking this, just be in a space of gratitude to be able to nourish yourself, but also be in a space of hey universe, I don't know what unexpected money you're going to send me, but I'm excited to find out. So that's one way, is you just put it in your water, you infuse that intention in your water, and water's like a portal, you know? So that's one of the reasons that people work with water. Another cool idea, and I think we're coming up on one in a few weeks, is with the changes of the moons. If you use your moon water and put that code on whatever you're putting your moon water out with, that would be ideal too. Okay, number 2 is we're going to take that code and we are going to put it into our heart chakra. So here's what I mean by that, is the code is 520741-8. And you should probably have this written down. And so what I want you to do is kind of visualize that code, the 520741-8. it's written down. I want you to kind of visualize it kind of coming up almost like it's like a word art clip, right? And so now you have your code, but it's like maybe big bubble letters. And then I want you to visualize yourself kind of putting that in like a pyramid. Could be a pyramid of light. It could be a pyramid that's peach. Could be a pyramid that's purple. It could be sparkly. Go with whatever you feel. And then I want you to visualize yourself opening up your heart chakra. That just looks like tuning into your heart space. Maybe you envision a flower, and maybe you envision that flower opening. And once the flower has opened, you can then take your code and you kind of visualize yourself just kind of putting the code into the heart chakra. And sometimes you feel like your body's immediately like, and sometimes it might take a little bit more, kind of push and pull. And if you've never done Reiki or any sort of energy healing, that might feel a little funny, but it, in my opinion, is one of the faster ways to activate the codes, is being able to put them in directly through the heart chakra. So next option, we have two. One is writing them down. You can see today I said, let's write this down on my wrist and just like see what happens today. And so far I've gotten 3 unexpected bookings that came in. So it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it's 3:15. I wrote these on my hand like 9. I got like 3 unexpected bookings. Like, amazing. Okay, so other option, use this as a passcode. Like if you have something where you can set your own passcode, you could use this as just the passcode, and then you're just constantly in that energy of putting that code in, memorizing the code, that sort of thing. I haven't tried that method, but I've heard that method talked about, and I think it's genius. Next one, write it on your brainstorm sheet. This is what I mean. Here's my brainstorm sheet. I have a million of them, right? But if I have a brainstorm sheet, let's say I had a brainstorm sheet that I had out for the retreat that I'm doing in September in Hilton Head. Oh my gosh, last year, actually, the retreat I did in September, I wonder, it was in September as well. I wonder if that's significant. Just like discovering this real time with you guys. Okay, so write it on your brainstorm sheet. So like I used a different code whenever I did my brainstorm for my retreat, because I wanted to call in like a specific audience. It wasn't necessarily about calling in unexpected money. It was more about calling in an aligned audience that was in a space to be able to invest in themselves with the time, money, and energy that something like a retreat takes, right? So that's how you kind of use the codes whenever you're, just brainstorming. I just kind of put that code at the top and then just allowed myself to kind of tune all through writing everything that I felt needed to do. Okay, next 2 ones involve bay leaves. If you have bay leaves, amazing. If you don't have bay leaves, order some. You can get these giant babies. Also, apothecaries. Go to your local apothecary and get these. And there's also a place called Fair that has a lot of wholesale metaphysical shops and stuff like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is a couple things. We are going to take our bay leaf and we are going to write our unexpected money code on our bay leaf. And again, the code is 520741-8. So we are going to burn this bay leaf. In my case, I'm going to take this Abundant AF candle that has had a lot of bay leaves in it, as you can see, and I'm going to light my Abundant AF candle, and then I'm going to use that to burn this bay leaf. So always when you go to do these things that the lighter stops working, you know what I mean? Oh, no wonder, it's barely lit. It's barely lighter still. Okay, hold on, I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so you do not have to do this. This is just my preferred. I do sell abundance candles. These are called the Abundant AF candles, and they have bay leaves, cinnamon, and jade in them. And I have this cute little Abundant AF thing. And so this is what I pretty much use for all of my rituals that I do for abundance. So now I have my code, and I'm going to put it into my Abundant AF candle. Oh wow, that put it out. Very unexpected. I guess I probably should have actually lit it instead of just covering it, you know? I feel like this could honestly be like a fail video. I'm just kidding, guys. We are not failing. Okay, we're just gonna try this again. Oh, that time the other bay leaf in here caught on fire a little too. So we are going to put it in. Sometimes I do like let go of it too soon, as you can see by the last one, but we are not gonna let go of this too soon. We are gonna let that baby engulf. Okay, cool. So now we're just saying to the universe and to our guides, like, I don't care where the money comes from, but send me unexpected money. And that is one way that you can do it. Another way is we're gonna do same concept, but different modality. So I have here my money bowl, and if you've never had a money bowl, it's a fun way to have abundance. So I personally have like an abundance corner, and in my abundance corner, I have this bowl. So in here, we've got all sorts of crystals. We've got lavender, we've got rose quartz, we've got clear quartz, we've got amethyst, we've got bay leaves, we've got this from a fair I worked, we've got a fortune that says, remember to find joy in the journey, not the destination. We have this for my birthday when I turned 32 to 33. I just said I was in my 20s and I'm not. But you get it. So my money bowl. And then we are going to take our bay leaf and we are going to write the money code 520741 and we are going to take this money code and we are going to put it into our money bowl. And if you need to do like a refresh of your money bowl, this is the perfect time to do that as well. I usually love to add sage to mine. It's getting a little chaotic over here, but that's okay. So that is all the ways. So if you just came here to get your ways, I am gonna bore you with one more story, so tune in. I wanna tell you guys the story of this. So I have a circle that me and my friend Veronica, we host it every month, and it's called Her Sacred Circle, and every month we meet and talk about a different goddess, and we do an activity around that goddess. So I had this sheet of paper that was from that exercise that was on my abundance altar, and the exercise we were working with was, who are you when you stop apologizing for existing? And then like we all had to like write a whole list of things, like who are we when we stop apologizing for existing? So I had this Abundant AF candle that I was working a fair, and like it fell off and the glass like perfectly broke, but the thing stayed attached. So I put it over here and I lit this baby, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I forgot about it. I did, but I did put this piece of paper under it because I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, since it was, ooh, I don't know if you guys saw that, like flash of something. But whenever I came back, it was like this, and I was like, oh, okay. And like it's one now with this piece of paper of who am I when I stop apologizing. And I was like, what the heck does this mean, guys? Like I found it this morning and I've been trying to like figure it out all day. And what came through is, if I want an abundance or if I want overflow, I need to just show up as these versions of me. And I love that so much. So like one of the things on here that I can see standing out is a truth seeker, an open book, extra. You get it, you know? It's just, who are you when you're sitting in your power and you're not worried about anybody thinking like you're too much or you're over the top or you're, you know, whatever your thing is, right? And my guides were like, once you stop apologizing for existing and being who you are, that's when your abundance comes in. So let us know when you want to be here, and that's when your abundance will come in. So it's interesting because sometimes we think that we just give something to our guides and we don't have a part. And this was just a very clear example of like, you have a part, right? So I'm going to tell you guys about one last thing, which is going to be the Hilton Head retreat. I am doing a retreat in Hilton Head September 9th to the 14th. It is $1,222 for 4 days, 3 nights day, 6 meals, all the activities, and it's going to be a blast, you guys. I have a ton of information about it on my Instagram. I have posts on YouTube about it. I've got information everywhere about it. But it's going to be kind of like a mermaid themed trip. Like, we're going to have like a mermaid theme night where you can wear whatever makes you feel mermaidish. We're going to do make your own mermaid hairbrushes on the beach. We're going to do like an oracle card circle on the beach. We're going to do sunrise and sunset, like meditations and energy healing on the beach, like so much cool stuff. So if you want to come, I would love to have you. Currently, I do already have some spots booked, so I do not know how long the spots will book up. This is my second retreat that I've done, and so this retreat I am offering 9 spots. So me plus 9 other people, it'll be a total of 10 people, so pretty intimate group, which I love. I do already have some of the spots booked, so if you want to save your spot, the deposit is only $111, and then I have a like monthly payment plan I'll send you, or you can find on YouTube or my Instagram, where if you need to pay a little bit every month, that's 1,000% an option. So I would love to have you guys. This is a women's only retreat, so sorry guys, love you, but this one's for the girls. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. If you feel called to join, you have any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer any questions you guys have. And I will see you guys next week for